Welcome to the Terrible Take, a mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our minds. I'm Joe Clark. Assuming that he starts tomorrow, the Pittsburgh Steelers Week 7 matchup with Los Angeles Rams is going to be a big test for offensive tackle Dan Moore Jr. Moore struggled early in the season, routinely grading out as one of the worst tackles in the NFL, according to PFF. He suffered a knee sprain early in the team's Week 4 loss to the Houston Texans and was replaced by Broderick Jones, the Steelers' first-round pick in 2023. And Jones had a really good performance in Pittsburgh's Week 5 win over the Baltimore Ravens. But all indications at this point to the Steelers turning back to Moore, a decision that hasn't sat well with much of the fan base. It's one I don't necessarily agree with either, and I think Jones should start and try to build off the performance that he had against Baltimore. There's a reason the Steelers put a first-round pick on him, and right now he looks to be the better option. But the Steelers think differently, and it's understandable to see why. Moore up against three standout edge rushers in Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett, and Max Crosby. It's not an easy slate for any offensive tackle, and while Moore graded out poorly and definitely had a fair share of pressures, he didn't let any of those guys truly wreck or take over the game in a way that they're capable of. That's not really necessarily something for Moore to hang his hat on, but it's probably why the team is going back to him and giving him a second chance. After the slate of pass rushers you're up against, Pittsburgh probably wants to see what he can do against a Rams team, where we might be seeing Aaron Donald if the Rams do move him around and bring him off the edge, something that they have done in the past due to his versatility. If Moore can continue to somewhat neutralize the Rams' pass rush and not let them take over the game, I think Pittsburgh will live with that. Outside of Donald, there really isn't any pass rush to be concerned about. It's imperative for Moore to show that he can hold his own against the likes of rookie Byron Young, who will line up at outside linebacker across from Moore. I think that they should start Jones, but Moore can prove why he won the job in the first place with a good performance tomorrow. His early season struggles might say more about the competition up against rather than being an indictment on Moore's ability, but he has to prove that tomorrow if he wants to hold on to his job for the rest of the season. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with Alex Kazor and Dave Bryan every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Go Steelers.